Hi, if you want to subscribe to my channel, all you need to do is press the subscribe button. And if you want to get notifications about when my next video comes out, just press that little bell on the side of the subscribe button. And you'll get to be the very first person to get the notifications when my videos are out. Hello everybody, Creative Crafts here, and I'm Kathy. Today's tip of the day: what do you do with old CDs? So today's tip is, what do we do with old CDs? Well, I made some feathers. Nice clear feathers. You can paint them with any kind of paint, acrylic, with ink paints, with spray paint, but I just wanted it like this. I think it looks nice. Made holes on the end. Show you how to do that. But first I'm going to show you how you make that CD like that. What you need to do is, first you got to take a knife, cut across one end, take some tape, you can find the end. It's not the end either. Of course I lose the end on this part. There you are. What you do is you stick the tape all across the whole thing and rub. Don't pull it yet. You're kidding me, right? If you wanted to take it off cleanly, then the best bet is to put tape on the whole thing first. So, now it should come off. Just like that. No problem, no hassle. So, there you go. You don't want to stick the tape back on there, because the tape then will stick to that, and then you'll have little pieces of that tape stuck on it. That's the first step. You take tape, put it on here, pull it off, and then it has this blue film on it. A lot of people suggest that you take the blue film off with nail polish remover, but I like it with this tint color. I think it looks nice. Like I said, this is just a short tutorial showing you how to make these. You can paint them any way you want. Now I need my scissors. Of course, I left them over there. So what you do is, the second part is you need to cut it. And I cut this end and I make a little curve in it, like this. And there you got one leaf right there. You probably will get about 3 leaves from this one CD. So like I said, you go and make a curve. Doesn't have to be perfect. If you want it perfect, you can go like this. Make it perfect. Then I'll go, I'll take this side, it's better. Make sure you start cutting here right at the corner, and then make a little curl. So then the CD should look like this now. The next step is to cut the ridges. The ridges are very easy to cut. You cut very short ridges first, lines, and then as you go up towards here, this area, the fat area, you make the lines longer. As soon as you get to the middle, you start making them shorter again. like that. Very easy. Then turn it around. Make sure where you put, and this started on this end, this is the tip, the bottom part. So you cut in the middle, don't go too far up. Then you start on the side again, small, and then you get bigger. And that's it. This is how you make the feather. I think that looks cool. You can also paint the, dip this in the nail polish technique I showed on one of my videos here. You can take these and dip it in nail polish. Will also look great. Now to make the little hole in it so you can use it for something. You don't have to put the hole. What you could do also is glue a few of them together if you want, or make like a peacock look, put a whole bunch of them together. You can do that too. There's so many other techniques out there. So you take a steel pin, put it into the candle, make sure the tip gets hot. Make sure it's hot enough, because then it won't go through. Take the tip right in the middle, turn. Sometimes it doesn't get hot enough, so you have to keep going until it gets hot enough. So that should be hot enough now. And there you go, it goes right through. Don't go too through, just make sure you keep turning it so you can pull it out, and then you have your hole. Wait till it cools, and then you can try to wipe it off with a wet napkin or a wet cloth, the black areas. Or you can just paint it. And that's it. This is how you can make feathers from CDs. I would suggest that you use other CDs than the actual music CDs that you buy. The ones that you copy on are probably the best bet. That will actually, the whole top of the cover will come out with no problem. These ones, usually they'll give you a hard time and then won't have that little blue film on it that you need. Another one, that one's empty. Let's try this one. It's a different brand. Not sure if it'll come out the same. Like I said, cut a thing across. Here we go again. Not every CD is so easy like the last one. Go across from here. Rub it really well. Let's see if this one comes out because it's a different brand. So let's see. Yep. See, just like I told you, so easy to come off if you do it like that. Then you take some of the ends, try not to touch the CD with it, and try to lift it up that way. And that's it. I suggest you use the CDs that you need to copy over when you make copies or make music CDs yourself. They're the best ones to use. You can use the other CDs. I'll show you what happens. I don't know if this will work out the correct way. And usually they don't have with this blue film. Usually they don't. So let's try. Let's go like this. So, like I said, rub across. Sometimes these kinds of CDs you need to let sit in warm water. And then you have to try to peel it off yourself. This is a cheap CD that I bought for music. And this is what I talk about, see? It's not coming off. So it's not going to come off either. You need to, see, the tape's stuck on it only. Some of it came off, yeah, but other parts where the writing is on, stays on there. So definitely this CD, you're gonna need to either, you can still use it, but I would suggest when you do use it, cut it like I showed you the first time. Paint it. You can just paint on one side. I mean, this looks stupid right now like this. But, because if you wanted to see both sides, okay, but if you use this for a project and you just want to use this mirror part, you can do that too. Yeah, that's where the cut is. It's not going to work out. Alright. Sometimes some CDs are more fragile than others. Like I said, my opinion, the best one is the ones that you buy yourself, you make yourself, not the ones that are already made. So, because these ones, they crack very easy. So let's see how this works out. See, that one's going to break already. This is what I'm talking about. See, it's cracking. So, like I said, the best quality CDs you want to use are these ones. So here is the final and last step. Ideas of what you could do with the old CDs. I took mine apart, the middle, take them apart. And some of them have really pretty colors. Like, look at this has like a purple bluish tint. This is totally kind of like a greenish clear. And then this one is like a deep blue. And you can make great flowers with it. I decided to just do some experimenting. I didn't want to throw anything away, so what I did is I took all the extra pieces from it and I put them in the oven. And I made, you could say, basically I made some glass out of it. Pieces of glass. You can use them for jewelry, anything you want. It's a great thing. Looks like little pieces of glass now. And then I put some tiles together. Some has like air bubbles in it, which I should have probably pressed the CD, the two together. It was two pieces together. And this is just with the one just like this, a tile with this still on it, and then a clear one like this on top. That's what I did. And then other ones I decided I wanted to paint. I put some paint in it. They look great. I suggest that when you put them in the oven, make sure you have them both CD pieces square, both the same size, and then press and make sure there's no more air pockets in them. But you can use any kind of paint. I used pens, my silver pen on it, and paint. And put two pieces together. Like I said, one that's like this. And then you put the same size over it. You can put any colors in it if you want. Designs on it. You can make hearts. You can do anything and then bake them in the oven on grill if you can, and let them stay in there for about 3 minutes only, no longer, and keep your eye on it. You keep watching them until you notice and you think, okay, they look like they're one piece now, not two. Once they look like they're one piece only, then you can take them out right away. Don't leave them in too long because they'll melt too much, and you don't want that. And here I took the other pieces, the round piece, which I didn't want to throw away after I cut it all apart. And I said, you know, I'm going to try to see what happens if I glue these all together. And it looks awesome. I mean, I should have made it at the same size as this and make it as like a window decoration. It looks like a glass figure. Next time I'm going to make sure there's not none of this silver stuff on it. Make it all clear. Make sure I can try to get them all looking like this color instead. And then that's what I want to do because I think this looks great. That's a great idea. I'm going to make a window fixture with this. Hang it up in the window for when the sun comes through. You can still paint it with ink paint, which is, it's like see-through when it dries. So that'll be another idea you can do with this. Or you can spray paint it and then you can, yeah, that's pretty stable. Yeah, there's so many ideas out there. And then I made a flower out of the feathers I showed you how to make. And all the extra end pieces, the round pieces, the curled here, this piece. I didn't want to throw those away, so I made the middle part for the flower. I think that looks pretty. Can also make a windmill out of it if you want. Just connect a thing on here that you know that you can put it on a stick, put it outside, and you have your waterproof windmill. There's so many ideas out there. Try to create your own. I did my own here, experimenting on my own. I will make more leaves, feathers here, and I wanted to make a few other things, but I think it's a great idea doing it like this. So this is how you can actually use CDs. There are some, let's hope I can do it with this one. It's very hard to take apart. Let's see if I can do it with this one. Usually there are two parts. Be careful when you're doing this. I know there's two parts there. This is not the one. There are some CDs that are, there's like two plastic containers together, and there's some that just has a foil over it. You just got to figure out which ones they are, and very difficult to figure that one out. I did that with these already. That's how I end up with these thin ones. So you need to check all the CDs you have. You may have luck. You should be able to do it. So I think these are just the ones that you can just do this to, because it's not two parts. Like I said, you don't have to do this. You can always paint over it, which is no problem. Spray paint it, do whatever you want. So this is my tip of the day, what you do with CDs, old CDs. I'm going to probably play around with this idea. I have so many CDs, as you can see here, which are no good anymore. I will probably make my square area here, make this full, and then put it in the oven like this. This is a silicone cooking pad, and then I'm going to fill this up, and then, or maybe make a heart out of it. You can do that too. So many different things you can do with this. I'm going to play around with this and make another video on what you can do with CDs, but I just wanted to make a short one today. All the things you can do. Here's the leaves I did with the technique with the nail polish dipping. I think they look good. You can use those for anything. And like I said, I have all these. So I'm going to make a few other things, play around, and then I'll see you again. Thank you for watching this short little video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, please also write it below. And please subscribe.